Hey guys, to watch this video here for Friday, I can't believe it, Friday, September 24th, showing you the SPY. It's still climbing. We had the gap down 4 sessions ago and have been climbing a little bit every day. Who knows? Are we headed to all-time highs again? Maybe, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, today, I literally didn't add anything to the highlight page. I had a few small gainers, a couple decent pullback plays, but I didn't have anything that I feel like is worthy of even talking about. And as a day trader, you're going to have those days. It's green today, but just I didn't feel like someone may email me tonight and say you forgot about this call you made or whatever. Because but I don't know. I literally don't have. I usually wing it on these videos. I don't write them down, and I don't have one memory of like a decent trade where I got to scale out and it kept going and I kept scaling. I had none of that. So it was just a bunch of small little trades. So anyway, what are we watching for Friday? AMHC. Would see this. Looks like an errant tick down here. I'm going to show you the intraday. It actually did this. It sold off all day. So shorts are absolutely killing it. And all of a sudden, boom, and it's halted. And this was my favorite afternoon idea. I thought we might get a run into the close where shorts had to cover. And we never really got a decent, I made a few bucks in this thing, but I never really got a decent trade in that. Anyway, it is worth watching tomorrow. Out of the blue, almost 10 million shares and closing above the open. I think there may be some shorts caught in there. We'll see what it does tomorrow. See if it gives an A+ setup. RNAZ closing well off its highs. Actually probably in the lower half of its range on the day, but still massive volume. 225 million shares. Maybe we get some kind of long setup tomorrow. QS still continues higher. That thing's a beast the last few days. Really, really strong. And it's just in breakout territory right now when you look at the last few months, or the last couple months anyway. So I'm going to see if it gives some kind of follow-through pattern tomorrow. Fuel cell I'm not in love with, but it gapped up here on earnings and topped out at 754. Came all the way back down, sideways for like a week, and then I think it ran on plug earnings today. Anyway, today's high 731, and then the most recent high 754. And you've also got a high back here of 831. So you have sort of stacked catalysts and some support below. So I do want to watch it, but I certainly don't love the way that thing trades. DVAX, DVAX had the big rip yesterday. Today gapped down, but then put in an inside day on a nice green day. So definitely want to watch that for a follow-through setup tomorrow. EDSA had the big pop, down a few days in a row. It's put in a lower high each day, but today it's kind of turning back up and topped out right around 9. Maybe interesting tomorrow if it gives a setup. ENG, nice little kind of mini breakout, little volume spike, and trying to break above its recent highs here from the last few weeks. So we'll see if we get a follow-through day in that one. I didn't type that right. HLBZ, just another red day. Remember, on these, on a bounce play, and I call it a bounce play even though it's way above where it was, even a week ago, I still call it a bounce play because it's red 3 days in a row. And actually, you could call today a bearish engulfing day. So not pretty, but as I've been saying, on a bounce play, I want an afternoon high of day break. Well, we didn't get that yesterday, and we got an early high this morning too, like in the first 30 minutes, so we didn't get that afternoon high of day break. So I'll keep it on watch for another day and see if we get one. NNVC, kind of the same thing. I'm looking for an afternoon high of day break. I thought we had one today as a Tokyo play, somewhere right about here. Let me zoom in so you can see it a little better. I saw this volume coming in. I called a Tokyo play, looking for, to get long on this volume candle and looking for that quick high of day break. It actually touched the high of day, the earlier high of day, 545, 545, and never broke it. So that's one potential catalyst to be over 545 tomorrow, but just didn't get any follow through on that volume spike today. OPAD, I feel a little silly because we've basically round tripped now, but I've had it on bounce watch for a few days. Again, let me switch to 15-minute candles. We're looking for an afternoon breakout. There's the opening 15 minutes. So it put in its high, within the opening 30 minutes today. It never broke it. Day before, same thing. Day before, same thing. Day before, same thing. And day before, same thing. So ever since the rip to almost 21, or maybe it actually hit 21, almost 21, it hasn't broken out in the afternoon. It hasn't had an afternoon range break since it hit 21. I still think it's interesting for a potential pop if we get that setup. All right, OPAD, what's next? CRVS, strongest stock in the world, right? From 350 to 950, and now you got 2 days lower on declining volume. I'd like to see it get back to the moving averages, but really strong stocks oftentimes don't on their first pullback. So that goes on bounce watch for tomorrow. And then GREE. Look at this one. Came public, what, 6-7 days ago, maybe? And opened. Let me get the numbers right here. Where'd this thing open? Right around $57 and went to 60 on opening day and then fell all the way down to 40. And it's been bleeding lower ever since. I'm going to show you the same thing I've been showing you in these other bounce plays. You do not have an afternoon high. These vertical lines are the beginning of the session. You don't have an afternoon high of day break yet in this thing, including opening day. So it's only been trading for, what I say, 7 days, but it's still super interesting as a bounce play setup. You know, it's fallen from like 60 to 25 in 7 sessions. So anyway, I'm going to watch that one. TMC, kind of the same thing, kind of. It's down like 5 or 6 days in a row, and I'm looking for a turnaround in that one. I'd like to see that afternoon thingy happen. And then AEHR is my last one, and it's already extended, but it's on my watch list because it's gapping in after hours, trading at 14.55 right now. So we'll see if that's a potential gap and go tomorrow if we get a proper setup. And that's it for me, guys. I'm done babbling. We'll see you in the chat room in the morning.